Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about tabletop games, specifically the mini wargame Warhammer 40k. Although the things I'm going to be talking about today can be translated into most other tabletop games featuring miniatures in some fashion. I think this year is a fantastic time to get into Warhammer 40k. There's a great range of new miniatures from Games Workshop, so let's dig right in. So if you want to get into mini wargaming, you need to start somewhere. Fortunately, Games Workshop makes these fantastic starter boxes. This one's the Battle for Macragge set that got me into the game 8 years ago. In them you find two small armies for two different factions, so it's a great buy if you aren't sure what you want to get into, or even if you have a friend who wants to get into the other faction, you can split it both ways. You also get one of these. It's a paperback copy of the rules. It's flexible, you can put it in your back pocket, you can just have it with you during a game. I always do. You also get these measuring sticks, which are marked in inches, so they're perfect for the game. They're only 18 inches, but they're good enough for a small game. If you need to go anything over 24, then you might want to get a tape measure. The box also comes with the rules for all of the miniatures enclosed in the box, so you don't need to actually buy any additional books or any additional materials unless you actually really want to. Now, your minis are out of the box and assembled, but right now they're just grey plastic, so now it's time to paint them. This is the part where you really get to make your army yours. Now, there are a whole bunch of different methods of painting miniatures, but I recommend you at least start with the base paints. These are your raw colours. These are the main colours that you'll put down to your miniatures before you start defining all the detail. At least putting these basic colours onto them will definitely allow them to pop up off the board a bit more than just if they were unpainted grey, and it puts your own little hand into them and shows that they're yours. So right now I'm working on a squad of these 5 Terminators, and as you can see I've done all the gold and started on the red parts, and then afterwards I'll move on to the silver, then some of the bone and the smaller details, and afterwards give them all a shade, and then apply highlights to them. Those stages take a lot longer, but definitely are worth it in my mind. While the paint dries on those, I'm going to move on to this Bloodthirster here and do some of the highlights on that, including the flames here and some of the highlights on the metal, as well as the base. These details will just really make it stand out and look really cool and help it pop on the table. Then when that's done, I think it'll make a great centerpiece for my collection. Now, if you're like me and you're going to college or university, you're probably at the perfect intersection between time and disposable income to pick up a hobby like miniature painting and still be pretty good at it. Now, gaming spaces. You don't actually need to spend money buying a giant table to play 40k on. In fact, here I've set up quite a large points game just on my dining room table. Now here I've set up a very small game on a coffee table. Now what I love about these kinds of really small games is people like your commander units get to really duke it out in melee combat without the fear that one of them is going to get flattened by a tank. Heck, you could even play a game on the floor, although just make sure not to step on your models and watch out for pets. So grab some friends and purge the heretics or bring death to the false emperor.